And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to potentially the final prepisode. So this is the 17th of the 7th. Next weekend, we step on stage, tanned up looking like David Dickinson. Hopefully, my posing trunks have come by then. If not, we're going to be rocking some Speedos. But yeah, the final one potentially. If we jump back on stage, obviously we'll probably continue these. I am looking to do two back to back. So one next weekend and then another competition. You can see we've changed the location a tiny bit just so I can get some natural light in on the check-ins, as we are heading into peak week, the hardest week or deepest week or whatever you want to call it. We're going to be doing daily check-ins, so I might have a prepisode where we can just see the difference between the food getting added in. But again, I'm still so potentially uneducated in being able to pick apart physiques to that level that I can't overly tell the difference when I've had a higher carb day or not. Obviously I can tell that I'm a little bit more vascular, but like the fullness, and I use air quotation marks there because I think I probably don't qualify to be able to use that word. I know enough about physiques and training and that, but probably not enough. And I think one thing that I want to mention here is I am lean. This is arguably the leanest I've ever been in my life and the best physique I've ever possessed. But coming into this, I was expecting to get leaner than I currently am and expecting it not to be as hard as it is. But hey, we are here and we are ticking off the boxes. So the 28th week of a dieting phase, I'll probably make one of these where I do my very first check-in compared to this, but I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't break the 170s this week. I wanted to get down into that 169, 168. I've still got one more low day today, so potentially on Sunday ahead of my refeed, I might break down into that. But we can see the average over this week is down about 2 pounds, which is nice to see. So we're clearly still going in the right direction, and in a second I will bring up a chart just to see the crazy spike from when we had that little binge and then how we are back down and in a downward trend. So I did just mention one refeed day. For the last couple of weeks we have only had refeeds on Sunday even, which is my rest day. So Sundays we have been fueling up, still nothing crazy, 3,000 calories, and my weekdays have been down to 2.2. So going through these poses, I've held them for a little longer, still trying to pose, still trying to get better. There's a lot of improvements to be made, but I think as soon as we slap on a fake tan, everything will be looking a little better. The biggest criticism of myself is I let my legs relax way too often and way too much. Hopefully when I'm on stage, my family and coach will be screaming quads, 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 and let's hope that they stay engaged. But this is the current physique that we're getting. We've got one more week of playing around, although we'll probably be adding food back in. If I'm honest, it won't be chipping away a huge amount more. So let's move and have a look into the graph, see where we're at body weight wise. So we can see we started at that 198. The orange line again is the moving average, as I think that's nice. It takes out any of the massive spikes. And you can see in this last week where we've taken out the refeed and had and taken the calories down to 2.2 as well, that we have had a drop over the last couple of weeks, and we will be going forward. If I want to continue to compete, there are a few more. So the first one I'm going to be competing at is the BNBF. What was it? Southern. So it's down in Leatherhead. So it's a bit of a trek from me, but it was the first one that I could sort of book into and thought dive in at the deep end and see what's happening. And then there's an NPA in Sheffield, which is quite nice and close to me. I say quite nice, still about an hour and a half journey, but we're going to jump into that the weekend after. And then I'll assess the situation. There's UK DFBA later on in the season as well, which I could try and peak even better, bring a better physique, probably better stage presence, and a number of things. So we'll see. That will be a conversation I have with my family, with my coach, and most of all with myself, because at the moment it's not all unicorns and fairies. Let's say that it's a little bit taxing, but we are moving in the right direction. We are less than a week out. Peace and love. Thank you all for tuning in, assessing my physique, and yeah, I appreciate you all. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out.